It's time to take another look at some comics that I got from Etsy. We've got Battlecode Ragnarok and Uruk issue 0, and we've got Sam J Royale's Dishum. We'll take a wee look at Battlecode Ragnarok first because honestly Dishum kind of just speaks for itself, but this stuff here is not to be scoffed at either. It doesn't seem to be very many sales on Etsy. If you look here, you'll see I have copy number 57 out of 151. It was funded on Kickstarter, so they may only have 7 sales on the Etsy store, but they also sold a lot more on Kickstarter itself. If you ask me, I'd probably say this is more of a teenage style comic. There's not a lot of violence in it. There's a wee tiny bit. Nobody dies in this issue anyway, but the art just looks really great, really cartoony, and you can see with every page there's usually a primary color that they use. It just stands out. Very neon. Kind of like Thor Ragnarok. This is all about space Vikings. A little bit of violence. Bit of blood. I don't think he's dead. There's a lot of blood there, but I don't think he's dead. I don't really want to say very much for spoiler reasons. They also have Uruk, the Last City. This does remind me of Lord of the Rings, and that's backed up by the J.R.R. Tolkien part at the front. Kind of the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings style. I don't know if that's intentional. It does give a kind of cool effect, but it doesn't seem intentional there. But again, just the big lettering, the use of neons. I hope these guys go on and do more stuff because I really enjoy this, and I can't wait to see what comes next from these guys. Hopefully they continue on Battlecode Ragnarok. There's only 2 of them, and already they've got 2 different titles out. This one's just a very small, kind of like getting the feel of things. This one's more setting up a real series, but they're 2 disjointed stories that maybe could be in the same universe, but they don't feel like they're connected. We also have Sam J Royales. He sent me this here. He sells these envelopes with art on them. I bought a bundle off him with both of these. He also sent out this. I'm not going to open it up because it's got my name on it. But I could open this up and just show the art, and it would honestly speak for itself. A lot of these pages you could just throw this up in a museum, and they would stand by themselves. It's an anthology series, a lot of very, very small stories. Tongue-in-cheek humour, a lot of tongue-in-cheek humour. You've got this bit where he's looking at the garden, he's like, he's not that big. And then this guy comes out and it's just like, yeah, your shift's over. So there's a bigger guy standing there. I can't wait to see what this guy does next as well. Some lovely, I think that's painted. If it's not painted, it's very well done. And we have number 2. Disappointed this story wasn't longer. It was very short. The design of this guy is really cool. You've got some notes on how the character was created. I hope this guy's story's continued on. We get a wee bit of a character arc. This is a very tongue-in-cheek story. You could honestly, any of these characters that he has made, could turn them into a full-fledged story of their own. Because the way he sets them up is just fantastic. Fantastic art. With this stuff here, honestly, if you partake in a wee bit of the wacky-backy, if you like a bit of the devil's lettuce, definitely have a wee smoke beforehand. And then give it a read, because there's very little writing. And if you were just to read this, you could just bam through and it's done. But the art is fantastic. Highly recommended. Highly recommend both of these series. I'm very happy with this Etsy haul altogether. Before I leave, I just want to say about these books. The paper quality on them is fantastic. And that's one thing you'll never hear me talking about is paper quality. Because I'm of the mind of, as long as what you put out there is quality, it doesn't matter about paper. I don't think very many people out there will be swayed on whether your paper quality is good or bad. But it just feels so nice to hold in your hands. And this one as well. The art goes one step above. Right, that'll do it for now. Bye.